Good day, friends. I hope you're doing really well. This is Tracy Brown, and my team and I are trauma-informed nutrition therapists and intuitive eating experts. And those of you who haven't watched the video on Monday, I'm doing a fun little series based on a book called The Fallacy Detective. And the brief summary of that real quick is that my daughter's studying logic for some homeschool stuff we're doing, and we're really enjoying just the lessons in this, because everything about this applies to helping us be able to renew our minds. And when we're having trouble maybe with hearing something or learning something or feeling triggered by something, we're either having maybe a barrier with being able to think about what we're hearing and think about what we're thinking about, or maybe we're having a body reaction to maybe the thoughts of the words being presented or the way the words are spoken or whatever. So in today's lesson, which is lesson 2, we're going to talk about loving. Well, it says love to listen. So basically it talks about learning to love to listen. I'm just going to read just 4 little things here, actually 5, and then talk about how that applies to our food and weight healing journey. All right. So let's see here. A person who is humble and who loves to listen may show these characteristics. She is more interested in hearing what other people have to say than in having them listen to him. Humility brings respect for others and for their thoughts. He places a modest value on his own opinions. He admits that other people have other ideas too. He willingly admits that he doesn't know something or everything. If he doesn't understand something, he's open about that. That's a lesson that so many of my wonderful clients over the years have taught me is, the really deep relational gift of being like, I don't know about that. Can you tell me more about that experience you're having, whether it's living in a larger body, coming from a different culture or background? I mean, it makes, obviously it's such a healing experience for both people, right? Number 4, he's willing to question his own position on an issue, being willing to be curious and open that maybe what was real or true, relevant about, let's say, a nutrition science thing isn't true anymore, right? But we get stuck. We get kind of locked in like, oh, eggs are bad for us. Well, that was like basically some 1980 something, but some people still believe that's true, right? And then the last part of this says, if a person shows these qualities, then he may be someone who loves to listen. And being a person who loves to listen is another ingredient in an inquiring mind. So fun, right? And what we want to talk about, this can get really deep and kind of meta, like layer after layer, is what are some things that something you've seen or you heard or read, and it's almost like you knew you read it, you heard it, but it just isn't landing. And that's a sign of like, I'm hearing something, but some part of me, my brain, there's some kind of block here of letting that land. So we're going to go deeper than just being conversational with other people and their viewpoints and, not being reactive. Because I think that's really important when we get in recovery from chronic dieting and food and body issues and like wake up, to like the programming that is diet culture. Of course, we want everybody to feel this free and we want to shout it to the rooftops. But sometimes we're not always good, and I know it wasn't good either many years ago, of recognizing some people are still in the programming or some part of what they're doing may be working for some part of their life. But I wanted it to be all or nothing. So I knew I had to renew my mind on that all or nothing thinking that everything the way I did it was right, correct? So that's important for us to learn. So what I want you all to practice doing, if you want to get the book, you can. You don't have to. It's not a requirement. This is just for fun, just to add another layer of tool set for us. But it's really fun to be able to like listen to people talk and let those words come in. And if we start to feel like we're not, like something in us isn't letting that sink in, there's probably a wound for us there to look at. And that's what's really powerful about learning to love to listen. So, and when I say listen, I also mean the other meta of this is like your body, like hunger, fullness, like what you like. And that's where we get tripped up, right? As growing intuitive eaters, is that we might hear inside that there's some food that would make us feel satisfied, or we are eating something that maybe used to be on the no list, but we do it and we're satisfied. but we get a little dysregulated inside, like, well, is it okay that I like that? Or did I eat too much of something? And we get in our head about it. So we're not really listening here. We're more listening to the thoughts that don't let us hear the truth. All right. So that's why I wanted to share this lesson. It kind of goes deep on many levels. So I hope this was helpful for you. I enjoyed talking about this with you. If you have questions, I would love to hear some of you all's examples as well of like, oh, this is what's making some things that I'm learning easier to land. And some of it is like there's some part of me just won't let me hear that. And that's the direction you want to go. It's like, oh, what does that need over there? What's the function of that? I hear you, and I hear a lot of talk that doesn't want to let me listen to that inside. So that's what we want to look at next. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.